Grand Rising Soul Survivors. It's your sister from another Mr. Lovely Fly Shy, and I am back with another video. This, to me, and hopefully for you, will be a very enlightening video. One that consists around spiritual awakening and what you can expect in terms of your feelings, your emotions, and your day-to-day life. I mean, as you can imagine, things are much different, you know. They're certainly not the same. You know, you're no longer entertained by the what was or the once was. Now you're just solely focused. In a sense, you have tunnel vision on your soul purpose and on your soul awakening, you know? And so that's what we're gonna speak about in this video. So stay tuned. Alrighty, you all. So to expand more on the topic of spiritual awakening, I want to talk a little bit about the pros and cons of it. Number one, loneliness is inevitable, but it is also something that we must learn to get used to. Because not only is loneliness inevitable, but it is necessary. Because then our light that we exude off and the light that beams off of us to outward folk, if they are not on the same wavelength and frequency, they would naturally ward themselves off. They would naturally dissipate and disappear. Simply because your light is too bright for them. Simply because who you are as a person, at your core and in your entirety, it triggers the darkness within them. You know, loneliness does not always have to be a bad thing. And it certainly doesn't have to be perceived as negative. In my next video that you all will probably be seeing next, I'm going to talk about the chosen ones and being single. And that certainly ties in to this evening's message, simply because a lot of us chosen ones are single. We have been in a period of isolation for years now. We probably have backslid a little bit here and there, attempting to be of the world, only to be snatched out of it by the Most High itself. But you see, as I was reflecting today, and you all will most commonly hear me speak of that on this channel, because I believe that self-reflection and going within yourself is very, very important as you learn who you are and what it is that you are capable of. And as you unwind and deprogram from the many programs that kept you in a state of indoctrination and cognitive dissonance. You see, this spiritual journey, it gets real. It does. And number two, what I would like to touch on is the fact that not everyone is going to understand us. And it is important and wise of us to understand that we're not going to be for everyone. And once we are able to understand that and process that within our being, then it will be better to manage. Then we won't have a negative connotation attached to ourselves not being for everyone. Because the fact of the matter is, we are not for everyone. Everyone cannot accept us in our entirety. You see, it is very, very intimidating for common folk. Yet, in spite of how intimidating and uncomfortable it may be for these said individuals to fathom, it's either they respect us at our core, or they totally miss out on our being. One of the biggest lessons I learned this year in 2021 was the need to love myself, to pour into myself, and to embrace all of the beautiful and royal qualities that have been embedded into me. And it took me a long time to get here, you all. Although I have had an idea and I have had a glimpse of it throughout my journey, I am here now. I am conscious. And it does not stop here. You know, and that is really what makes this entire journey just that much more beautiful, because it's like, okay, I have attained a wealth of knowledge thus far, but it does not end there. It continues. It goes on and on and on until we finally reach that soul consciousness here on earth. And I truly believe and perceive that to be possible for me and for many other like minds like myself. You see, in order for us to be able to conquer any person, place, or thing, we have to be able to conquer ourselves and to be able to conquer everything that we were taught, and be able to go through a mental inventory of what serves us and what doesn't. And everything that doesn't serve us and everything that doesn't make us feel good, then we get rid of it. And we develop positive habits, positive rituals that is going to contribute to our soul's growth. And so, number 3, what I would like to touch on, you all, when you awaken spiritually and you awaken to who and what you really are, a lot of people aren't going to be able to receive you. They aren't going to be able to understand you, because it's the inability within them to reciprocate what it is that you are giving off in terms of energy, your vibe, your nature, who you are as a person. They are unable to reciprocate that because they are still stuck in the very programs and in the very systems and in the very conditioning and in the very generational curses that holds their families bondage. They're still stuck in. And all of that is what you have awakened, healed, and risen from. Yes, you have risen above it. You are the generational curse slayer of your life, of your family. You are the generational curse slayer. You are the system breaker. You are the non-conformer. You are the free thinker. You are God's chosen vessel. And for that alone, you should be thankful and grateful. And bask in all of the gifts, abilities, and talents that He has placed before you and upon you. Use them wisely and graciously. Share them with the world. We are waiting for you. We are here. If you all enjoyed this message, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate the support in advance. Definitely not only subscribe, but I wanted to say comment. Let's get them comments up. Let's get them likes up. We're almost nearing. We're like 2 subscribers away from 900 subscribers. So yeah, let's get these subscribers up, and let's get these likes up so that we can get into the algorithm, so that other individuals like yourself can see these videos, because this awakening is serious. Excuse me, this is beyond serious. You know, we're here for a reason. We're collectively finding each other in divine timing for a reason. This is not in vain. You know, you are who you are. And though it may get lonely, you're never really and truly alone. In this moment, you are attracting like minds such as yourself. You are attracting like minds who have similar visions to you. You know, no one can have your same vision, but they can have similar visions. It can be a collective vision, you know, that you all can agree upon. But the fact of the matter is, you are you. Never feel the need to morph into anyone's ideologies or constructs of what it is that they believe you to be, because that is what they believe themselves to be, or who they should be, or even that they deem themselves better than. But the reality is that coming from themselves? Or is it coming from some societal construct that is forming their whole identity? And when you come to a place where you have that understanding and you can break that down, never feel guilty of that. Never feel guilty of your spiritual advancement. Never feel guilty of your mental advancement. Everyone learns at their own pace. And furthermore, everyone wasn't supposed to elevate in this season. Not everyone will ascend. Peace and love.